gonna light a couple of these. I love you. Hi all.
Kids movies, you tell me where this is from.
Oh,
Wing Apple.
what?
Wing Apple.
Yeah, it's an old one.
I'm gonna know it as soon as you say it.
Pocahontas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's not that old. Now you're making me feel old.
Well, and
That's pretty darn old.
Shush.
That's pretty old.
Nobody asked you, Jen.
Way old. I mean, my God.
I used to have a Pocahontas.
That's okay, Jen. You're still older than me. Yes, I am. But not a lot. How old are you? 41.
Yeah, see, you're not.
I just
Yeah,
add
so-
12. 8 years. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Hi. Welcome. Happy Beltane. Hope everybody's having a great Beltane. This is kind of one of the most extensive rituals that I've ever done. It's kind of long, but there was so much that we needed to celebrate. And I always forget to light the charcoal before.
You get to the talking already.
Yeah, there's 5 of them in there, so just one set in each. Oh, perfect. So it's pretty extensive because there's a lot to say. We're actually doing 2 different things here. We are honoring the Green Man and the May Queen and their union, and we are talking about the Fae because the Fae are a big part of this time period. When Beltane hits, we know that the veil is the thinnest on the Fae side of the veil. And so if you are somebody that usually watches me, you'll know I kind of talk about the veil as a big circle because I believe everything is in a circle. All the wheel of the year turns in a circle, all the cycles turn in a circle, so everything is kind of circular. On one side of the veil is the side of the veil where the underworld is. And the other side of the veil is the side of the veil where the Fae are. And so as that circle turns, at some point during Samhain, it becomes the thinnest on the underworld side, and it becomes the thickest on the Fae side. Now we have kept going, and it's turned so the thinnest part here is on the Fae side. So the Fae are about to switch over. The dark Fae go back over to the Fae part of their realm, and the lighter half of the year Fae come back this side. And I don't mean dark as in evil or bad or anything. Although I will say that the dark half of the year, they're a little bit more
Tricky. Tricksters.
yeah, pains in the asses, something like that, yeah. So
Cranky.
we're cranky. I like that one. Cranky.
Yep.
Yes. Particular.
Temperamental.
And if you're someone who has never worked with the Fae, just understand that the Fae are a very particular type of being, and that I really feel like they are not, most of them, are not like a malevolent being. They're misunderstood though. The rules of their land are not the same rules as of our land. So they do things that would be out of character for us, and we don't quite understand it. But that's why things happen like you never thank them. That's one of the things that is a big deal. You're not supposed to thank the Fae because they see that then as you think that they owe you or you owe them something. You don't want to do that. You don't want to owe them anything. You do give them offerings to make them happy. You do, talk to them, leave them things out that they can have, and then hopefully they will not steal quite as much from you. And a lot of them are really good, especially I find a lot of enjoyment from the Fae in the light half of the year. So I do have a couple of readings about the Fae, and one of these I'm going to actually skip right over, and I'll post it after the ritual, because the second thing on our papers here is really an offering ritual that you should be doing tonight if you have something to leave the Fae, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as we go into the Fae offerings. If you have something to leave the Fae, it's just kind of a ritual of this is something that you can say to the Fae as you leave this for them. and I'll post that in the Facebook page afterwards. So the first thing is a quote from, it's called The Way of the Fairy Shaman, and it's by Flavia Kate Peters. It says, with fires lit across the land, a couple leaps waltzed hand in hand to mark their union and this rite, for they know tonight's the night. As they run into the darkened wood and find a grassy glade, they should remember well of who's around, for bands of fairies all surround the couple as they consummate. The fairies cheer and seal the fate of plants and flowers, shrubs and trees, whilst the gods upon his knees impregnating the mother-to-be, from sowing deep his natural seed, and in so time the goddess will birth the magic that's nature on this earth. So just be careful where you're getting it on tonight, that the Fae aren't there, because stuff could happen then. So then, like I said, I'll post, there's a second part of this that is really a ritual as you're leaving your offering for the Fae. If you're going to be working with the Fae, it's a good idea on this night especially to leave an offering in the woods or at the corner of your property for the Fae. I'll be leaving some of the honey cakes, and I make lavender lemonade. So I'll be leaving that for them tonight before we go. The other thing is, I mentioned on the page, on the Facebook page today, leave a bowl out for the dew, because if you wash your face in the morning dew on May Day, it brings you beauty all year round. That's one of the other Celtic traditions of May Day. So another legend, the Celtic legend of Beltane and the Fae. This was the Celtic beginning of summer. Celtics only had 2 seasons, the summer and the winter. So this was the turning into summer. It also marked an important transition for the people of the Fae, for this was the time when Millicent Celts landed on the shores of southwest Ireland. With this, the last of the magical peoples, the Tuatha De Danann. Now the Tuatha De Danann, they were one of the races that ruled in Ireland. I believe it was the giants who defeated them. When that happened, they receded from the world of humans into the Hollow Hills. So the mounds, the fairy mounds in Ireland, that's where the Fae retreated to. They became the people of the Sidhe. However, they and the other fairy folk have not gone very far. Legend holds that the veil between the land of the Sidhe and the human world is thinned twice a year at Beltane and again at Samhain. And these are the times when it's easy to see and communicate with the realm of spirit and elementals. So this is really begins the good time to really deal with the Fae, see them and hear them and leave offerings and see that they're around. Then there's another legend in Welsh, in Wales, of Beltane and Rhiannon, the fairy queen. Welsh legend tells us how the hero Pwyll saw the lady Rhiannon riding past him at Beltane. After pursuing her, he eventually won her. Rhiannon is one aspect of the fairy queen riding on her white horse between the worlds. As you sit quietly outside on a bank in the late spring dusk, listen for the sound of her horse hooves. Open your eyes to the shimmer of her sea blue cloak. When Rhiannon touches your heart, she will fill it with love and inspiration. So you're supposed to sit on a grassy hill and listen for the horse hooves. And if you can hear them, you're supposed to get love and inspiration. It's supposed to be a great year of love for you. So to start the actual ritual off, May is a month of special magic. Looking at the wheel of the year, you see that Beltane is opposite Samhain. Just as Samhain is associated with the other worlds, so it is that Beltane, when the unseen can be seen. This time, the veil is thinned at the place where the Fae reside. It was on May Eve that the Tuatha De Danann, the tribe of the goddess Danu, arrived in Ireland. They later took refuge in the Hollow Hills, became known as the people of the hills and the Sidhe. We've all heard of them. We know them as the fairies. They are masters of enchantment, and in May, their magic is the strongest.
More than at any other time of the year, the waters of May are particularly potent, especially for healing. Even today, many springs and wells all over Europe are sites of pilgrimage for spiritual and healing purposes. Brigitte, known in Ireland as goddess of fire and inspiration, is honored at Imbolc. She is also important at Beltane because she also presides over water, holy wells, and healing. To some, she is also known as the Queen of the Fairies. There are 4 cities of the Fairy, one for each of the compass directions. In calling the quarters today, we will invoke these cities and the qualities they embody.
So before we call the elements, we're actually going to light the fairy candles because we are actually inviting the Fae to to our ritual, and before we call the elements, we're just calling the Fae to come and join our ritual. Don't start with me.
You tried it.
Already
They're
started.
trying it.
Come on in. Be
There
good.
you go. There you go. Leave it on a little bit so the tip come out. Yeah. There you go.
Do the right thing. Okay. Okay, as I look to the east to Gores, star sailor, holy breath, your clear blue sky smile on us and carry the lusty scent of life. Be with us.
I look to the south to Phineas, blue flame, light of the earth. Your warmth makes me dance with delight at the life that flows through my body. Be with us.
I look to the west to Mirius, rainmaker, sacred dew. Your gentle rain pours forth in life-giving wonder. Be with us.
I look to the north, to Phalias, dark mother, rich black soil. Your fertile body nourishes the seed of life. I call on your powers of creation. Be with us.
All right, was fine before.
Earth and water, fire and sky, I invoke the God on high. This night we are between the worlds to celebrate the year unfurled. Horn God, Lord of the wild hunt, winter-born King, bring forth your sacred seed of life. Be with us.
Earth and water, fire and air, I invoke the goddess there. This night we are between the worlds to celebrate the year unfold. Sweet maiden lady at the lake, queen of heaven and earth, receive the sacred seed of life. Be with us. This is Beltane, a time to celebrate life, a time to create life, when the Lord and Lady join as one.
Big kiss.
Okay, put it right down onto, yep.
Into there?
Yep.
I don't want you to get cut.
No,
I don't want you to get cut.
just put it, yeah, perfect. I partake of the nectar of life.
I partake of the nectar of life. It is so
I partake.
I partake in the nectar of life. Oh, the nectar.
Partaking the nectar.
I partake of the nectar of life.
I partake in the nectar of life.
I partake of the nectar of life.
I partake of the seed of life.
You're back, baby. I partake of the seed of life. I have to say, just as an aside, this particular ritual, this is the one that I learned to roll the punches. Because this is the one where my kids
Yeah,
were
you-
carrying
oh, yeah,
the penis bread and it fell
Yeah,
apart.
we're
and-
gonna
I
relax.
thought about that when I saw one of your posts.
We're gonna make that then.
I partake of the seed of life.
Don't spit on me.
That's what I was really trying to do. It went right to the back of the throat.
It's good. It's a honey cake.
Good idea, you could say it
Not
first.
too sweet. It's like right.
I agree.
It's right in the
Mhm.
I partake of the seed of life.
I partake of the seed of life.
I partake of the seed of life.
And we'll have more of that later, with that lavender living here.
Tonight the cauldron is filled with water to represent a holy well. The cauldron is a symbol of the womb of the goddess and a place of transformation. Tonight we celebrate life and call on the power of Fairy to add enchantment to our personal intentions.
We want you to fix an intention in your mind. It might be about love and someone you want to attract, or a creative project, or something you're hoping to achieve in the coming months. You may call on Brigitte or any other goddess for healing, or you may simply want to give thanks for the joy of living. When you are ready, come and take a coin, which are here on the altar. Then walk around the altar 3 times, whispering your intention to yourself, speaking it out loud or repeating it silently in your head 3 times. When you arrive back at the cauldron, drop the coin into the water.
We go one by one, or do you want
Nope,
us to
everybody at once is fine.
grab a
Just
coin
go
from
around
the
3
altar?
times.
Husband, join us. Make a wish.
And don't get dizzy.
No, I have to
No,
go
stand
one
one
more. I'm a left behind.
We stand together.
Yes. Sacred well, enchanted land, take this coin now from my hand. With my wish, I set it free. Make it real, so mote it be. Beltane is here. It is a time when the earth is fertile and full. Long ago, our ancestors planted their fields at Beltane. The fields that lay fallow for months are now warm and waiting. The soil that was dormant for the winter now begs us to plant our seeds. The earth is awakening and ripe, and this is a season of love and passion. It is a season of fire.
As our fires grow, lighting up the night sky, the fire within us grows stronger. It is a fire of lust and passion, knowing that like the earth, we too are fertile. Tonight, the god emerges from the forest. He is known by many names. He is Pan, Hern, Kernunos, the green man. He is the god of the forest.
Men?
You can do it.
Not too tight.
It's okay, you can tie it. You have arms in there, don't forget. You put your arms in. Tonight is the night. He will chase and capture the maiden. She is the queen of the May. Aphrodite, Venus, Caradwin, Brigitte. She is the goddess of fields and flowers. She is Mother Earth herself. Hey.
Hi.
That's Marvin Gaye.
Poke in the eye there.
There you go, Rick.
Beautiful.
You can get a picture before.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
We need a picture.
I want to get in front of you. Actually, I gotta stand behind you. I just want to make sure I'm not going to burn myself. Okay. I am the great goddess. Since before the beginning of time, I am. I am the treacherous mountain peaks. I am the soft grass of the meadows. I am the white moon among the stars. Mine is the voice that gives rise to the first song. At the dawn of the world, I set the sea to waving, and mine were the tears that fell as the first rains. I give birth to all, and in the depths of my earth, all will find rest and rebirth. All will spring anew, as a fresh shoot to greenness. Wild, lusting, free am I. I take whom I will into my embrace. Love is the sacrament I pour out upon the earth, and those to whom I reveal myself. All are blessed among humanity. Fear me, love me, adore me. Lose yourself in the bliss of my infinite joy. I am the wine of life, stirring your senses. I am the desires of your heart and the song on your lips. Before battle, I give you my strength. I am the power that weaves the cosmos. I am the great goddess.
All hail the
All
Queen
hail
of May.
Queen of the May. The power within me nourishes the land, turns inward to protect and grow our sun. You know what? This is supposed to be you. Go ahead. Keep going, because it's the guy. It's one of the ones I didn't switch.
Wrong color.
Yeah, wrong color.
The power within me nourishes the land, turns inward to protect.
Oh no, it's to grow our sun. It's still me. It's just the goddess has a way longer part, so.
She's chatty.
Yeah.
The power within me nourishes the land, turns inward to protect and grow our sun, and I choose not to rule alone. I choose not to rule alone. Though it was for myself that I first loved you, my people have need of you too. Beneath these blossoms of Beltane, do you come to claim your place by my side, to protect and nurture our child? Will you pledge yourself to me in life and death? Will you leave the greenwood of your youth and bear the burdens of king and man? Will you help me now to rule my people and share with me my kingdom's crown?
If this is your will, it is my will, and our will strengthens with the growing sun. Your people are my people. I lay down my greenwood freedom, to wear the crown of sovereignty, to rise in responsibility at your side. I will be bound to you and your people, in sustenance and protection, as their servant and their king. So mote it be. All hail the King of the May.
Okay, grasp your left hands.
By the blue cord, the waters of life flow through you.
Through the water, I am the creatrix, the holy grail of the divine love, daring to become the shaper of this world. Within my borders, I am sovereign, whole and complete within myself.
I am the wild God of all that grows and lives within your borders. I accept your love. I have made the quest to find the grail, and when I drink from your divine essence, I find myself.
I just made a slurping sound.
Hell yeah. Get into it, Bob. It's okay.
Throw her down again. Oh.
The strings over there. You tried
Yeah,
to
there's
throw me-
fire over there. Be careful.
You tried to throw me in the fire already. Jeez, we're not very good.
By the yellow cord, the winds of life blow through you.
Through air, I offer you the wisdom of my counsel and my service to aid our people.
We are the thoughts within the divine mind, dreamers within the dream. In wonderment, I receive you.
By the green cord, the matters of life is born through you.
Through earth, I am the open channel of creation, the birthing womb and the silent tomb. I am the external cycle of life, whole and complete within myself.
The energy of the cosmos becomes visible through my deeds. I set the resonance by which time and order are maintained. I am the rhythm to which we dance.
By the red cord, the fires of life burn through you. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Question myself.
That's okay,
Yourself.
honey. That's okay, honey.
Give me that fire.
We're all ready.
Oh, we're-
That's what I got.
Never thought I'd be doing that to him. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Through fire, I surrender to the heat of your transformative passion. I banish all fear with humility.
It is my will to join you in this merging, taking up the responsibility of rulership over our domain. I will defend our sovereignty with honor.
By the purple cord, the spirit of divine love is woven through you.
Do you make the vow? If so, it is time to tie the knot.
I am the one who moves as two.
I am the two who moves as one.
As it is, as it was, as it always shall be, so mote it be.
So motivated.
You pull.
Woo! So mote it be.
So mote it be.
By all the powers I present to you, our Queen and King of May, let their reign through this wheel of the year bring blessings and abundance to all who dwell upon their lands. Woo! Yes!
Let's go get it on.
Smells like consummate.
Consummate that match.
Let's go underneath that table.
That's why the table's
So we're gonna bring the knot over. And that is, so understand that that is a big deal. The point of this is to say that they accepted each other to help us. We just brought the most abundance we could bring to our lives for the entire year through their union. And that's why the whole Beltane part of the Wheel of the Year is so important, is we're pulling that abundance to us through the May Queen and the Green Man. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Okay.
Are you drawing out the contract?
Oh, grab a snuffer.
Yeah. We don't take these off now, right? Where?
Yes. You
What are we
do.
looking for? Just one, right? What are we looking for?
Right, straight ahead, almost to the right. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Right there, straight. Yep.
Right, straight ahead, almost.
I know, that's.
I know, right? Perfect directions.
That's
You
nice.
haven't spoken
Sound like Mark
shop
perfect
language yet.
directions.
You know, the thing that, okay. So before we release the quarters and the goddess and God, we will say thank you. Ooh. We will say, I'm so glad you came to us, Faye, and you may depart. Okay, see, I almost said it. Woo. And then, sweet maiden of May, thank you for your blessings and presence this night. Stay if you will, go if you must. I bid you farewell.
Lord of life, thank you for your blessings and presence this night. Stay if you will, go if you must. I bid you farewell.
Yes.
Dark Mother, thank you for your blessings and presence this night. Stay if you will, return to Falias if you must. I bid you farewell.
Rainmaker, thank you for your blessings and presence this night. Stay if you will, return to Murius if you must. I bid you farewell.
Blue Flame, thank you for your blessings and presence this night. Stay if you will, return to Phineas if you must. I bid you farewell.
Star Sailor, thank you for your blessings and presence this night. Stay if you will, return to Gorace if you must. I bid you farewell. By the four great cities of the fairy realm, by the four powers from beyond, our circle is open but unbroken. May the peace of Danu remain in our hearts in love and unity. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Woo! Blessed Beltane, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Beltane. I will post about the Faye ritual for leaving your blessings, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Celebrate together. If you're not with anyone, celebrate alone. It's okay.
Self-love is a positive thing.
Self-love brings the same energy. Love you.
Bye.